Hello, hello, hello. I think I'm up. I think I'm running. Are there people here? If you are here, use the little comment section. Write things because you can write to me and you can say hello, and I can say hello back, and that will be awesome. But if you are there, you need to say something so that I know you can hear me. Because if you can't hear me, that's going to be a problem, and other people won't be able to hear me. So here we are. Let's see. Oh, it says there's 3 people watching. If there are 3 people watching, you need to comment. That's what you have to do. You have to be like, "Oh, hello, I'm here. Hi, Joe." Yes, welcome to my live stream. Hopefully, we will get more than just 1 or 2 people watching. If we can do that, we can actually have a giveaway and a quiz, which would be great. Dirt Road Diva. Hi, Dirt Road Diva. Someone's actually there and talking to me. How wonderful. I don't know how many people that will join tonight have been able to do this before. I think last Christmas I did one of these and I had a really good time in there. I had, my wife's here too. How nice. I don't know how many people joined me last year, but I had homemade beard lights last year. This year, I have some beard lights. The problem is they flash and it's a little annoying on camera, so I don't have that happening. But I do have this mug that I'm drinking out of. Sarah's creation. Hi, Sarah. Glad you're here. Merry Christmas. More people are joining. Excellent, excellent. So I have this mug that I'm actually using. And this was given to me by Vaughn Sanders last year as part of last year I did a different deal where you had to send in something and that was part of your giveaway. And that was a really good time. But anyway, it says 2020 and it's got the toilet paper. So Vaughn Sanders, if you decide to watch, shout out to you, man. You're a good dude. I still watch your stuff and I still drink out of this mug. Can everybody hear me okay? If you can hear me, please just type in there and say that my volume's working. Sorry that I'm a little sick, so my voice is a little down. So hopefully my microphone is doing good. But yes, somebody do me a favor and comment if you can hear me or not. Oh, Shauna's here. Hi, Shauna. Shauna actually lives in the same town as me. So most of you guys are from forever away or different time zones or what have you. But some people are there. All right. You can hear me. That's good. That's awesome. All right. So I have 3 people here, 3, 4 people watching. That's a start. We need a few more before we can do the oh yeah, this is my soundtrack tonight. This loves the sound of my bells. It's my soundtrack. I sound like ho ho hoing all the way. More people. Hello along life's path. Hello and Merry Christmas to you as well. So welcome to my Christmas live stream, guys. This is going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to doing it. Apparently, YouTube live stream software is not exactly advanced. So you get to see my green screen, which is not exactly how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to see a beautiful winter scene, but I can't show you my beautiful winter scene because YouTube won't let me. So you get to see my green screen, which matches my Christmas t-shirt. So here we have Shauna, wrong last name. Yes, sorry, Shauna. I'm just going to call you Shauna, but technically it would be Shauna Barnhart, I'm guessing. So anyway, it's the wrong in YouTube too there, Shauna. So anyway, I guess I have a Q&A time coming up. I'll tell you guys what we're going to do tonight. I'm not going to keep you here forever in a day, but we are going to have some fun and do some good things. I'm going to have a Q&A time. So if you have anything you'd like to ask me about, you can start putting it in the comments there, and hopefully I'll be able to come back and find it. And then I'm going to talk to you about my favorite YouTube comment this last year and my least favorite YouTube comment this year. And then I'm going to give you a life update, I guess. And then I have all these questions, which I'll do this so you can't screenshot. But there are 3 rounds to my giveaway. So I need a few more people to join. And once people can join, you'll just answer the questions in the quiz. And if you answer the question right, you go to the next round, you go to the next one. And it's a really good time. I'm trying to look for my wife helped me find my favorite comment, but it's not emailed to me, which is really weird. Usually she emails it to me. But I do have my least favorite comment that I can read to you. So that'll be good. And hopefully I'll get my favorite comment. We did find that one. So anyway, it is good to have everybody here. I'm excited to have you guys joining me for my Christmas live stream. My life update. I guess we can talk about that. We can start there. I have been in Kansas for a year now. That's important information for those of you that don't know what state I live in. Now you do. That might be important later. But I've been in Kansas for a year now, having a good time working in the ministry here at the First Christian Church. But actually, that's just a name left over from when we were part of a denomination that we're no longer a part of anymore. Technically, our church is non-denominational. Those of you guys that know me know I would not fit in with the Disciples of Christ crowd. That's just not going to happen. I'm more of a Word of God kind of guy. So we're a non-denominational church doing our thing. Ministry's going well. My 3 kids are growing, and 2 of them are in school. We actually have a foreign exchange student living with us this year. And I'm working on my master's, which is pretty much my life and all my hobbies rolled into one. Because between pastoring and then dealing with toddlers and working on school, that pretty much is my life, and that's what we have going on there. So that's sort of my life update there. For any of you guys that don't know, a great way to support any YouTuber is, first of all, to always comment on videos. So many of you guys, I know you from your comments on my videos, so you guys are doing that. But always like and comment and do that. But then I also have a couple other things. Going on. I did get a Patreon this year, so if you really love my stuff, you can sign up to give me like $3 a month or something. That actually really helps. And I've had a couple people that have been doing that, and it's been very helpful. It's allowed me to upgrade equipment, do some different things. It's actually why I'm able to do the green screen now, which on some of my newer videos you'll notice looks really good. And that's been really fun. And then I also have a book out, Back to the Blueprint. If you're not familiar with my book, there is a link to it in this video. You just go to my website and you can click on that. I'm keeping it really cheap, so it's easy to get. But my book is called Back to the Blueprint. Got it published this year. And it's basically a church ministry philosophy book, like maybe a church ministry primer book. Why do we do what we do? A lot of us go to church. Most of the folks on my channel are going to be Christian believers. They agree with me on a lot of stuff. We have a lot in common. But why do we do the things we do at church? When you have to decide what's our budget going to be for children's ministries this year? How are we going to organize this service? What do we do with the men's ministry this year? What should our music look like? When you're asking those questions, hopefully you are asking those questions, but when you ask those questions, where do we go in the Bible to look to find the answers to those questions? And my book just sort of goes through that question asking process. What questions should I be asking? How do I ask them? What passages of scripture answer some of my questions? And I don't actually give you a box idea for this is how you should do church Joe's way. In fact, I'm very specific and frustratingly so. I don't give any answers to most of the questions I have. You just have to ask them yourself and ask the Lord to direct you and do all that thing. So anyway, well, I guess I'm going to jump into some of my favorite YouTube comment this year and my least favorite YouTube comment this year. So let me start with my least favorite YouTube comment this year. So surprisingly, I don't get a chance to watch every single or reply to every single comment on every YouTube video. After a while, I've got a bunch of videos out and it just kind of does its thing. And I try to answer questions when I can, but I do see all the comments, whether I'm able to answer them all or not. I answer as many of them as I can, but I do see it. And then I think sometimes people on YouTube forget that YouTube creators actually have feelings, and we put stuff into our videos. So some of the comments I don't like. I know in the 21st century, we're supposed to tolerate, love, and celebrate everyone. I'm not very good at that. Sometimes I've legitimately hated people's comments. Now this person's comment was not mean to me. It was more just scary. So for those of you that have been following my channel for a while, I did several collabs with not your typical Christian. It's a guy named Chris Dolby. He's super awesome. He has a great channel. He does a lot of reviews of music nowadays. Just a fun dude. Fun dude. Did a couple of collabs with him. And Chris and I did a collab back in the day called What to Expect When You're Going to Church for the First Time. And surprisingly, that video has gotten more traction recently as people are considering going to church sort of post-COVID. But when we did it, we were encouraging people to go to their local church and do their thing. So we had a video on what to expect when you're going to church for the first time from two different perspectives, because he's in the UK and I'm in America, and it was a really good time. And then this one person, Lily, I believe, commented on my video, and I'm just gonna read this for you. So this is on the video about going to church for the first time. I actually did go to a church once in Newark. I did it for a laugh, but nobody else was laughing. So I guess this is our first red flag. Why would you go to church for a laugh? But okay, that's aside. The pastor acted as if he was afraid of me after I introduced myself to him. He kept staring into my eyes. His voice was trembling, and he kept backing away from me. I could feel fear in his eyes. The other people in the congregation kept as far away from me as possible. Nobody spoke to me, and nobody came close. One small girl was pointing at me and crying. Now, this far into this comment, you're thinking, what a horrible church. They pointed at her and cried. Oh, my. And it seems like it's all going bad. Just hold on to it for a minute. And for a second, like, I'm not sure what's going on with this pastor. Like, that is weird that he did that, but we're all going to figure it out in a minute. Overall, it was a good morning. Okay. And I'm sure I left an indelible aura in that small building. Ooh, aura. Think Eastern spiritual mysticism. This person's getting weird. This is something I intend to repeat, and I will be asking Lord Ahriman to manifest himself in my being, as he did on that Sunday. Please accept blessings from Lord Ahriman. Blessed be. Yeah, I guess it's like the only legitimate demonic comment I've had on my channel. I do not accept blessings from whoever Lord Ahriman is. So that is my least favorite YouTube comment on my least favorite YouTube comment on my videos this year. Hey, not your typicals here. Just the man I was talking about. What up, Chris? So yeah, it's actually our video on what to expect to going to church for the first time, where my least favorite YouTube comment comes up. So anyway, apparently this demon worshiper, Lord Ahriman person, decided to go to a church and freak everybody out and make small children cry and make pastors afraid. So that person did not get the spirit of the video. We were not encouraging Satan worshipers to go crash a church. Not sure where they got that from me. Anyway, that is my least favorite YouTube comment this year. So let me get to my favorite YouTube comment, because I did have a favorite and I really liked it. I don't know how many of you guys know John Dot. John Dot is another YouTuber. He's in a lot of the YouTuber groups that I'm in. He's a good dude. But John Dot commented on one of my videos. I'm trying to figure out which video this was. I do not see it on my screenshot. I did do it. I think it was Under the Fig Tree. My first YouTube series was called Things Jesus Said. It's actually a really fun series. I stand by it. The quality might be a little lower than what I have now, but considering the fact that I was in a like one of those storage sheds that you rent. I had rented a storage shed and I had no power. And I just threw my camera and stuff in there and used battery-powered LED shop lights and my phone to video everything. So considering what I was working with, I stand by the quality. But my very first series was Things Jesus Said, and my favorite comment is from John Dot on that. By the way, this was supposed to be a hot chocolate live stream. Tell me in the comments if you're drinking hot chocolate, if you're drinking coffee. I'm drinking coffee out of Von Sanders' mug. I already told you guys about that. But maybe you're drinking something else. Maybe you don't want to tell us what you're drinking, and that's okay too. But if you are drinking something and joining me in this, hey, cheers. Let's enjoy that. Favorite comment from John Dot on this video. Here it goes. So I guess I should tell you about this video, or maybe you should just go watch it for yourself. That honestly would be the best thing you could do. But it's about the guy under the fig tree that Jesus renames. And John Dot says this. I'm a bet the dude was sitting under the tree and a fig fell on his head. He saw it and laughed. It rolled a few feet away from him, so he got up to get it because it was a good fig. He walked away to get it and he trips. He already looks pretty stupid, right? So he scurried back to get himself together again, picks up the fig. Starts to walk back to the tree. He's thinking, man, hope no one saw that. That was pretty embarrassing. He's trying to regain some man points by throwing the fig from behind his back to catch it again, but throws it too high and gets it stuck in the tree above it. Here's Nathaniel now with scuffed knees, dirty clothes, no fig, and no one around to see this almost scripted event take place. Really, Nathaniel was saying Jesus is the Son of God to save himself from embarrassment. Later, of course, he got to experience the real deal, which, obviously Scripture's inspired, and that's not how the event transpired in Scripture. But if it hadn't happened like that, then John Dot has the best version for how Nathaniel and Jesus met, tossing a fig tree behind his back. Anyway, so there's my favorite YouTube comment of this year. John Dot wins it because my wife literally LOL'd when she read that, and that was a good time. What do we have here? Only one person is drinking a drink with me, and it's Shauna drinking iced tea. YouTube community, we have to do better than this. See, we support each other, and we type comments at each other, and we say hi. You couldn't have drunk water or something? Easy, guys. Okay. Anyway, I suppose this is time for my Q&A. This is Q&A time. So if you have a question for me, I mean, I guess I reserve the right not to answer them, but what the heck? I'll probably answer it. Ask whatever question you want. Ask me a question about my YouTubing, my pastoring me, Bible stuff. Maybe I know that. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But ask whatever questions you want. Type them in the comments there. I will answer your questions. And once I've answered, let's see. I need to make you guys ask questions, I suppose. Let's see. After I've answered 5 questions, then we will move on to the hoodie giveaway and the quiz. Now, I only have, YouTube says I have 6 people watching. So if you have a friend that wants a hoodie that has a general knowledge of the Bible or Christianity or me, this is a great time to text them and tell them to hop on. Because I will tell you, round 1 is meant for 8 people. So right now, you got really good chances of winning. But if you get another friend to hop on, then they got a good shot at winning too. This was designed for plenty of people, so I got room. So yes, what questions do we have? I'm looking at my comments. Oh my. Apparently, I'm so good at explaining myself, my life, and my YouTube channel that no one has any questions for me. I'm drinking my coffee, though, so that's good. So what am I just supposed to wait here while you guys figure out questions to ask? You don't have any questions for me? Well, usually people ask me questions in the comments, and it's entirely inappropriate, and it's not on topic at all. And I'll have this video that's awesome about this topic. They won't ask questions about that topic. They'll ask about other things. And then I give them a place to ask the questions. They don't ask them. What kind of coffee are you drinking? Okay, you know what? Yes, I will answer that. It is Nespresso from Von Sanders mug again. But my wife and I have a Nespresso machine. It's spelled like espresso, but with an N. Basically, Nespresso is, I don't know. It makes Keurig look like the redheaded stepchild. It's super good. So I'm drinking Nespresso coffee. Thank you for actually asking a question. Not your typical Christian channel. Chris, man, dude. It would be fun to do this together one of these days. If you ever want to fly me out to UK to do one of these, we should. But let's see what he's asking in the comments. I really want to know, what is your thoughts on YouTube ads? 2022, I'm hoping to get monetized, but I know people who say ads are sinful. You cannot control what is shown to your audience. What do you think? Okay, let's talk about that, Chris, because I have seen all these people getting on their high horse about YouTube ads, and I'm not monetized because I'm so holy. And that really gets on my nerves. In fact, here's the thing. You can't control what the ads are, all right? Well, the ads come from the cookies on your computer in your watch history. So if you're getting filthy ads on your videos, it's because you have filthy internet searches, okay? And filthy cookies in your computer. Like if I go in and I type fireplace slippers, then the ads on my YouTube videos are going to be for fireplace slippers. And not that I need fireplace slippers, but that's what the ads would be there for. Most of my ads are for coffee. Why? Because I order coffee online. So my ads are for like coffee or like survival stuff or whatever my Amazon searches have been. That's what my ads are going to be. So the people that get nuts about the ads being sinful. Okay, first of all, YouTube reserves the right to put ads on your videos anyway. So if you're on YouTube, they have the right to do it. So that's chill. But then also, go ahead and get monetized, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm not making hardly any money on monetization at all. But hopefully one day this will become a good source of passive income for me as I can reach people. And that'll be good. So yeah, that's my thoughts on getting monetized. The people that are upset and saying they're sinful, then they need to look at who's using their computer for internet searches, because that's where their sinful ads are coming from. And then, YouTube reserves the right to put them on there anyway. So if they're going to put them on there, I think Von Sanders talked about this and mentioned how if there's going to be money going somewhere why don't we go ahead and put it towards the Christians? At least I think it was Vaughn. I can't remember. So that is my thoughts on the YouTube advertising stuff. How did I come to know Jesus? Okay, well, that is a great question. I came to know Jesus when I was about 5 years old. I grew up in an independent fundamental Baptist church. Don't recommend it at all. But there was some hellfire brimstone sermon I listened to. And I knew as a 5-year-old, if I died, I was going to hell. It was clear as day to me. Couldn't shake it. So I asked my mom, talked to my mom about it. She led me to the Lord. I got baptized maybe a year or two later. It wasn't until I was 16 that I felt like I really started growing in the Lord. And it wasn't until I left home and went to college that my relationship with the Lord really kicked off. And there's a lot of contributing factors to that. So I didn't have like this giant change at 5 years old, but in college, the change was pretty radical. I'd say when the Lord really started working in my life. And I went from just saying I was saved and believing in God to following, pursuing, reading my Bible, really went up a whole notch. So technically when I was 5 is when I came to know Jesus. All right, let's see what some other questions are. Where or what happened to Joseph after Jesus was lost in the city when he was left behind and they went back to find him? Well, what happened to Joseph after Jesus was lost in the city? Well, we would assume that Joseph went back to his day job. I don't think we have a whole lot of information on that. I would have to study that out and look it up. I know we don't hear a lot about Joseph after that, but if Scripture doesn't tell us, that's because we don't need to know. I would like to have more details there for you, but I guess we would assume that he went back to his day job. I mean, we hear about Jesus having tradesmen's skills. And it would be assumed that his father, the tradesman, taught him that. So it would be assumed he went back to his thing. But also, we each play a part in God's story. The story isn't about us. And we hear a lot today about share your story. And stories are powerful and our stories are good. But at the end of the day, it's really about Jesus. So if Joseph's part in the story of Jesus was done, it makes sense that they wouldn't use any more room in the Bible on the guy when it was about Jesus now, because Jesus should kind of have front and center stage after that. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. Even without monetization, YouTube is still putting ads and making money on your channel. Exactly. Thank you. And yes, dude, we need to collab. Not your typical company coming, hoping the rest of the live stream goes great. Merry Christmas. So Dirt Road Diva does not want a hoodie. Good. More room for the rest of us. Let's see. Okay, bye, Dirt Road Diva. We love you anyway, and we'll forgive you for leaving. Okay, so I guess I'm going to just jump ahead and get into this quiz time. I have 8 questions in round 1. So round 1 is going to go like this. I'm going to ask some questions, and you post the answer in the little comment section here. And then when you've done your answer in the chat, once you get an answer right, don't answer until the next round. Okay, so I can have up to 8 people go from round 1 into round 2. And then in round 2, we will narrow that down and only 2 people will emerge from round 2. Actually, up to 4 people could emerge from round 2. And then round 3, I've got 3 questions and then we'll find somebody there. I don't know why my light started blinking all of a sudden, but that is really annoying. It's not annoying to you guys. Yikes. Ugh. Hopefully that's not flashing on your screens too much. That is really flashy. Here. Maybe I'm dark now. Yeah, a little darker, but there's no seizure-causing flashes, so that's good. All right, let's jump into this quiz time. Number 1, this should be a really simple, easy answer if you've watched any of my YouTube stuff, any of my videos. What is the gospel? First one to type it in and have it appear up on my chat will be the winner of this question. What is the gospel? Get this right, you go into round 2 to win yourself a free hoodie. What is the gospel? All right, my wife says there's some sort of a delay. Oh, dear. There must be some sort of delay. My wife was actually going to join me for this section, so hopefully she'll be here soon. She was going to join me for the quiz time and help me make sure that I get all the people right. No one is replying. You can use Google. You can cheat. I mean, if you don't know what the gospel is, watch a video of mine or something. But yeah. The good news of Christ. Very close, Sarah. Very close. The good news of Christ. But Christ what? Specifically, I'm going for 1 Corinthians 15:3. This is salvation. They're here. The good news of Jesus paying for our sins. Yes, Christ died for sinners. This is salvation. You are very close, Sarah. Very good. But it's the good news that Christ died for sinners is the 1 Corinthians 15:3 answer. I will accept Jesus paying for our sins. Dying for sinners was the right one. So this is salvation. You are going to move into round 2. Do not answer any more questions. This is salvation. Not in round 1. In round 2, I will invite you to do more. Okay, question number 2. What is the title of my book? What is the title of my book? First one to pop it in the chat. It's all you. What is the title of my book? Someone's got this. Hopefully you have my book. That would be great. Let's see. So also, if you don't win, stay on, because I've got a few prizes for people that don't win. I was thinking of giving out a free copy of my book to somebody. So anyway, stay on. Even if you don't win the main prize, you might win another one. And Sarah's Creations, you can keep answering. Like, you got plenty more shots at this. You could still make it into round 2. But yes, what is the title of my book? You could just Google Joe Inslee's book, or go to like the description of any of my videos, and it's right there. Someone's going to have this. Shauna could cheat because she goes to my church, and I gave a bunch of copies there, so she probably has it already. Let's see. Oh, my wife is here to help me tally. Hi, babe. Have a seat. And there's my wife. My wife is joining me. No one knows the title of my book, babe, so they haven't answered the question. We're still in round 1. If you are joining, you can still enter in on round 1. This is the time. Answer this question. What is the title of my book? The first one to throw it in my chat is the winner of this question, and you will move into round 2. Right now, this is salvation. It's just kind of dying to answer because I know they know. But we're waiting on everyone else. Oh, Shauna, you need to know. Back to the blueprint. Sarah's Creation is going into round 2.
All right.
Excellent work. Sarah's Creations going to round 2. Good job. I'm glad someone knew it. Okay. Here's a question that, let's see. I'm going to ask some of the easier questions since we need to take this down. What was my vocation before ministry? What was Joe's vocation before ministry? What did I do? I will accept anything close within reason. Let's see. What was my vocation before ministry? You guys have seen my videos, right? I talk about this all the time. You can go to my Facebook page. You can stalk me there. Scroll down to like 2018. You'll figure it out real fast.
Frequent sermon illustrations.
Frequent sermon illustrations. This should be a breeze. Where's Sunshine Ray?
I don't know.
Gracious.
Yeah.
If anyone sees Sunshine Ray, tell her that she totally could have done this. Let's see. And Vaughn. I'm drinking out of his mug for crying out loud. He could have joined my live stream.
I'm sure.
Does no one know my vocation before ministry? This is unbelievable. There it is. Shauna's going into round 3. All right, Shauna, good job. EMT, technically EMT-P. I was a paramedic, not just a basic. Lots of schooling for that, but that's okay. EMT, I will accept it. All right. Let me see here. Let's see. Oh, Peggy's on. She ought to win a few of these.
Yay.
Okay, here's a fun question that will be kind of tricky for some of you guys. What state was I living in the last time that I shaved? What state was I living in the last time that I shaved? This shouldn't be too hard. It was the state I lived in before I came here, where I am now. But what state did I live in where I last shaved? Does anybody know or have a guess? Answer the question to go into round 2 and win a hoodie. It's been a while. I can tell you that. I haven't lived there in like a year and a half now. Yearish, over a year. What state did I live in? Let's see. Does anyone want to answer on the chat? You know what's fun is if you type too quickly, you might accidentally hit the money thing and send me money, which would be awesome. So you could answer it wrong that way. Oregon. All right. Oregon. Peggy wins. So Peggy will be going into round 2. All right, I'm going to offer up one more question to give anybody else a shot before I jump in here. Let's see. It says I have 5 people watching, and I've got 4 people moving into round 2. Actually, I should probably just move right into round 2. So I think we're going to move right into round 2. So this is Salvation, Sarah's Creations, Shauna, and Peggy. You guys can answer any of these next questions. I will accept your answers. You want to be the first one to answer. Since there are 4 of you, I will be asking. You're going to need your Googles for this. It's going to get a little tough. But here's the thing. I'm going to ask a bonus question for anybody that didn't get in round 1 to jump into round 2. And I'll do that in a moment. But I'm going to ask 2 questions, and 2 of you will move into round 3. So here we go. Who did St. Nicholas punch in the face? Who did St. Nicholas punch in the face? If you don't know the answer to this, you have missed out on one of my epic Christmas videos where I talked about who St. Nicholas was and what he did. And if you didn't know that St. Nicholas punched people in the face, are you even saved? No, I'm just kidding. You're probably saved. It's fine. But St. Nicholas was a really cool guy. He was not Fat Man in the Red Suit, as our local Baptist pastor likes to call him. He actually was very cool. Inspirational by Maria's here. Hi. You need to jump in on this. Inspirational by Marie. I'm going to have one Arius. This is Salvation. Got it. Good job. Excellent work. I gotta ask, this is Salvation. Did you Google that, or did you know that? Not that I'll lose respect for you, but I need to know. Either way, I'm gonna ask another question, and then I'm gonna ask one for anyone that missed round 1 to jump into round 2 really quickly. Okay. This is Salvation is not answering whether or not they Googled it or not, which that doesn't bode well. I bet they had to Google it. Okay, here's my next question. Next question for round 2. You want to get this to advance into round 3. What is better, exegesis or eisegesis? Exegesis or eisegesis, what is better? First one in there. This is Salvation. You're not allowed to answer this one. What did they say? I did not know that, but I remember the name. Same name as my allergy meds. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Excellent work. We'll take it. All right. We are in round 2 of our quiz to win the hoodie giveaway. Reformed Man I'm their brand ambassador. So they have offered up all these hoodies. If you saw the promo for this live stream, you know what they are, but I'll share that there later. But Inspirational by Marie, you have a chance to jump in here on round 2 in just a moment. But right now it is between Sarah's Creations, Shauna, and Peggy. Let's see. One of them will probably be eliminated this round. We'll see. Someone needs to tell me what's better, exegesis or eisegesis. Sound like one of our kids just killed the other one. We'll see how many we have later. Eisegesis. That's the most incredible way to spell that I've ever seen. Not quite, Peggy, but that you should win some points for the way to spell that. That's kind of amazing. Let's see. Someone's gonna say it. I know they are. I'm just sitting here watching the chat.
Do you want to tell them what these words are?
No.
No. Okay.
They've got Google. I'll tell them when someone gets the answer right.
Okay.
Which they should be able to figure out the right answer really quickly now if they're paying attention. Ta-da, ta-da. All right, guys, somebody just type this in. You got it. Did you go check on the kids? Anyone? Is anybody there? All right, you just got to type this in, y'all. What's better, exegesis or eisegesis? This is Salvation is in round 2. We're weeding them down. I'm going to ask one question here in a minute, and it's going to be open to round 1 or round 2 people, just to give everybody a shot to go in round 3 here. But whoever gets this one right is clearly going into round 3. You did have a 50-50 chance. Excellent. No one has typed the right answer yet. Oh my goodness. Someone. What is better? Exegesis or eisegesis? Exegesis. Thank you, Sarah's Creations. Good work there. Exegesis is when I take a passage of scripture and I exegete it well. Expositional preaching, that idea comes from exegesis, where we take the context and we pull it in there. It's I love Peggy's spellings. Peggy's spellings are better than the actual spellings. So I'm going to spell it that way from now on. I'm not even going to tell you what the correct spelling is because I like hers better. Eisegesis is when we take a text and we lift it out of its context and then we build a whole doctrine around it. Think, I don't know. Any of the horrible preachers out there do this all the time, but not considering a verse in its context is called eisegesis. So exegesis is better. Okay, I'm going to ask another question to see who wants to go into round 3 here. You can be from round 1 or round 2 to answer this one. This is going to be a pretty easy one. What year was the Protestant Reformation? This basically comes down to either you got the knowledge or fast thumbs for Google. It'll come right up. What year was the Protestant Reformation? For the shot with the hoodie and going into round 3. Refreshing the memories from Bible college. Yes. Let's see. What year was the Protestant Reformation? Martin Luther, banging things on a Catholic man's door, starting his own church, doing lots of good things. I think most of the people on my channel are either Protestants or they really hate me and they're Catholics. I don't see how a Catholic would really like my stuff at all because I'm very much into the Reformation. What year was the Protestant Reformation? You can Google this, people. It's an open book test. Just type that in and you are going into the final 3rd round. Who do we have here? Who's going to be the first one to tell me the date that I'm looking for? Tracy, do you know the answer to this?
I'm not going to get it wrong on live YouTube.
Technically, I already bought her a hoodie. She doesn't like it because it was the wrong color, but she already has one. Whoa, a long life's path, jumping in, skipping round 1 altogether for the right answer of 1517. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Good job, A Long Life's Path. 1517 was the answer. Hey, Peggy was right in there on second. You were being chased. She was hot on your heels. That's awesome. All right, so I have, let's see. I have 3 people. Okay. I've got a couple extra questions, so what I'm going to do is going to keep going just a smidgen longer. I'm going to offer one more question. Before we seal off round 3, I'm going to ask one more question. I have the questions here. I have plenty of them. I have some great questions that I was going to ask that we don't have enough people to ask, like what Old Testament king do I have a shirt on, which is supposed to make you all go out and buy the shirt. Talks about Pekahiah, but I'm not doing that to you. Okay. All right, here it comes. One more question before we go into round 3. And this one is going to be a little bit of a cheating question for anyone that knows what they're talking about. But what is John Calvin's favorite flower? What is John Calvin's favorite flower? I'm guessing if you Googled that, which I'm going to Google that right now because most of y'all chat so slowly I can do this. What was John Calvin's favorite flower? I bet the right answer will pop up either way. It does. It does pop up in images. So if you search what is John Calvin's favorite flower, you'll find it. And it's not actually his favorite flower, but there's a flower that's got the initials of the 5 points of his theology. You'll get it. You'll figure it out. It'll be a good time. What was John Calvin's favorite flower? And then I'm going to seal off and we're going to head into round 3 and we're going to pile it down here. What was John Calvin's favorite flower? Somebody throw this at me. Peggy, you got this. Oh no, Janae's helping. Good. Good. Get Janae to help. All right, this is Salvation. Sarah's Creations and Shauna are heading into the last one. Tulip. Sarah, you're not allowed to answer because you already won. So the next person to type Tulip that isn't already in there is going to win, but good job. I guess you all know the answer, but who's going to type it fastest? I'm actually kind of excited right now. Here it comes. Someone's going to. There it is. And Peggy goes into the next round. Good job. Excellent work. Tulip is John Calvin's favorite flower. Okay, I have 4 of you, 4 people heading into my final round. This is Salvation, Sarah's Creation, Shauna, and Peggy. Did Inspirational by Marie get in? Oh, we love her, but she didn't make it in. That's okay. All right. A Long Life's Path jumped in. Wait, somebody came in, and I just forgot to write them down. Who was it? Let's see. Was it A Long Life's Path that answered one?
I think she's answered one, right?
So A Long Life's Path is going in here too.
Yeah.
I think so.
October 31st. She answered the date first.
Yes, that's right. So A Long Life's Path. Okay.
And we've got a newcomer, Christian fandom.
Okay. A Long Life's Path. So I have 5 of you into my final round. Okay. So here's the thing. For the next round, you all need to type in the right answer. And then the last person to type in the right answer will be eliminated each question. Okay. This shouldn't be super hard. The first person that puts it in, I'll be like, hey, they got the right answer. And so you just got to type the right answer after them and be a little faster than the other guy. But you'll be good there. Oh, Christian Phantom Geeks here. Hi. Nice to meet you, man. Okay. So, all right. Here it comes. What book of the Bible have I preached through on YouTube as a complete series? What book of the Bible have I preached through on YouTube as a complete series? Not in my church, on YouTube. I have a series that I did 100% for YouTube. What was that book of the Bible? 4 of you will advance after this. I have 5 people in there right now. 4 of you will advance. You got to type all of you have to type in the right comment on the chat, the right answer to move forward. What book of the Bible have I preached through on YouTube all the way as a series? And what's fun about this book of the Bible? This book of the Bible covers trials and temptations, which is not giving away anything because lots of the book of the Bible talk about that. But I actually preached this when I was between ministries to keep my preaching skills up. It's why I started a YouTube channel, actually, to keep my expositional skills up, to keep working on preaching. I knew God had called me to preach. I just didn't have a church to do it. Oh, Sarah's in. There she goes. Good work, Sarah. Excellent. Now everybody just needs to type your answer and they'll get it. Excellent. So I was preaching this, basically out to the squirrels in the backyard. And I started recording it. And I just put it on YouTube. And there you go. So it's a whole series and it's audio only, but it's one of the first books of the Bible I ever preached through. And I did it just on YouTube. So it's kind of cool. This is Salvation. Excellent work. You are advancing. I got 2 more. 2 more of you have to write what they wrote. The book of James. Long Life's Path. We've got 3. Who's going to be our last one? Just one more person has to type James. And then we're going to eliminate somebody. Succulents and Travel Vlog. Hooray. Habakkuk. Oh, Peggy, I didn't preach that for YouTube. I preached that for my church. The right answer is James, but you could still write James before, who is it? Shauna hasn't done it yet. And yeah, it's between you and Shauna at this point, Peggy. So one of you just has to type James. As soon as you do that, you're going, James it is, and Peggy's still in. Excellent work. All right, so A Long Life's Path. Peggy, Sarah's Creations, and This is Salvation. Here's your next question. We are headed into quotes edition. This is going to test your knowledge of popular preachers. This is the quiz quotes edition. Who said that quote? I'm going to start you off with an easy one. Shouldn't be no problem. To live is Christ, to die is gain. Who said it? Write the right answer in there. The first 3 people to write the right answer will advance into the next one. Who said to live is Christ and to die is gain? This is Salvation's moving into the next one. Excellent work. They got it right. That is the person who said it. This is my easy quote. I love my quotes. Oh, thank you, Cuddy's Succulents and Travel Log. You missed round 1, so I can't let you in now, but you also have the right answer. So good work. Keep answering. You can still throw out the answers, even if you aren't in the round. If you know it, hey, spit it out. It's kind of fun. So we've got This Is Salvation. You gave us all the right answer, and we just need everybody else to type it in. Sarah's Creations going into the next round. Good work. It's down between Peggy and A Long Life's Path. Who is going to type it first? I just wonder if the internet connection's bad or something, because I feel like A Long Life's Path. There you are. Okay. A Long Life's Path. Sarah's Creations, and This Is Salvation. Headed into our next level. Here's a bonus question. This is for everyone. Anyone can answer this. This is a bonus quote question that I'm actually not using for the quiz, that you can answer at whatever time. And it's one that I didn't get to use. Jesus wants the rose. Who said it? Who said Jesus wants the rose? Let's see who has it. This is a freebie. There's no prizes for this one. It's not part of the actual quiz. I'm just curious if anyone can figure it out. Jesus wants the rose. You can Google it or you can know it, whatever you want. Who said it? Jesus wants the rose. Matt Chandler. Oh, This Is Salvation is like my people.
He's another pastor.
Huh?
I think he's another pastor.
Oh, well, that would explain it. I was like, nice. No, it was Matt Chandler. Nope. I don't have any woke pastors I'm quoting here today. Negative on that. Peggy Moberly, Paul. Well, technically, Matt Chandler got the idea from Paul, so that not far off. Yes. Okay. Good deal. Here comes for round 3. We will eliminate either A Long Life's Path, This Is Salvation, or Sarah's Creation. The first 2 to type in the correct answer. Hey, Vaughn, where have you been? I've been drinking out of your mug and saying your name and asking questions you would have known the answer to. Glad you could make it. Anyway, good to have you, Vaughn. Type the right answers. You just won't win the hoodie now. That's okay. Okay, so This Is Salvation, Sarah's Creation, and A Long Life's Path. The first 2 of you to answer this correctly will go into the final question maker. Okay, who said it? What's wrong with you people? What famous preacher said? What is wrong with you people? Vaughn, come on. You got to know this one, buddy. You can participate anyway, but what's wrong with you people? Who said it? No, This Is Salvation. You are wrong. Fashionably late, I guess. It wasn't fashionable. If it was fashionable, you'd still have a chance at winning a hoodie, bud. So, but anyway, we still love you. Hey, Vaughn got it right. I knew he would love this quiz. Okay, Vaughn got it right. You just have to be one of the first 2 people to copy his answer there. Personally, yes, This Is Salvation. Sprout? I'm going to give you a spell check. Thank you. His name is not Sprout. And incidentally, Sproul is what Peter Gibbons. Nope, sorry, Sarah's Creation. But if you'll retype that as Sproul, you'll still get in there. Sproul is probably one of my favorite teachers. Any intricate doctrine, the guy just has an educational mindset. He's really solid. And he's dead, so he can't be a heretic now, so I can actually quote him, which is good. All right, so who do I have here? I've got This Is Salvation has said Sproul. So they're in for the final. I need one more person to type that in. Sarah, you could still do it. A Long Life's Path. First one to type Sproul is going to be, there it is, Sarah's Creations. Excellent work. A Long Life's Path. Where did you go? Are they still there? I'm sorry. Weed them out. Okay. I have one more question.
She's still here.
Oh, yay. She's there. And you got Sproul. Good job. Excellent work. But here's the thing. I have consolation prizes. I really do. I don't actually have them with me, but I'll tell you about them here soon. Yeah, anyway. So here's the thing. The last quote, final quote of the evening, should be a humdinger ringer for those of you that are in any way familiar with anything Reformed. This will ring true for you. This Is Salvation and Sarah's Creation. Who said it? I don't know why you're clapping. I'm talking about you. There's your quote. I don't know why you're clapping. I'm talking about you. Who said it? First one to type it in the path wins the hoodie. Paul Washer. There it is for This Is Salvation. Good work. That's one of my favorite Valentine's Day quotes actually comes from that. Roses are red, violets are blue. I don't know why you're clapping because I'm talking about you. Anyway, it's one of my favorite ones. Hey, give a big hand to This Is Salvation. Good job, man. I do feel like we would get along. We seem to know all the same people. Good work there. You win the hoodie. Okay, so here's how this is going to go. Let's see. Peggy, Shauna, Sarah's Creations, and This Is Salvation, and A Long Life's Path. Pay attention, because what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to give you my email right here. And this is Salvation. You're going to need to do this too. This is my email. Email me with your address. That's joe@joeinsley.com. Email me with your mailing address, and I will ship you a consolation prize. Or if it's Shauna or Peggy and you send me the email, you do have to send me the email, else I'll forget. I'll just give it to you when I see you at church. Yes, that'll work out. Let's see here. This is Salvation. Here's what you need to do. You need to send me your, you need to email me, and you need to send me the size and hoodie that you want and the color that you want. I think there was a black, a gray, a brownish one, a reddish one. It's in the promo video for this live stream. So if you go back a few videos and look at the one that was the promo, you need to send me your mailing address. You got to send me the size you want. I will pass that on to Reformed Man, and they will ship you your free hoodie, and you will probably get that in 2 to 3 weeks. They're really nice hoodies, but then if you would be so awesome as to shoot me a picture of you in your hoodie, that would be amazing too. That would be cool. So this is Salvation, Sarah's Creations, Shauna, Peggy, and A Long Life's Path, just for participating and making it through round 1. Email me your mailing address, and I will get you your consolation prize. You'll win something from me. So that is very awesome. I upped the beard game this year. Yes, I did. The beard just gets better and better. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me on my Christmas live stream. Merry Christmas to all of you. Please check out some of the ways you can support me. Consider jumping on Patreon and adding a couple bucks a month into your budget for little old me to keep the ministry going, or purchase one of my books. Or they're like $5. It's super easy, but it's a big support to me and an encouragement. Please consider supporting me. But if not, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my YouTube family and keeping up with my videos. Great to see everybody. Merry Christmas and have a good night.
All right.